Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today in DC Dark Legion, we're going to talk about another question that I get quite often, and it has to do with the research laboratory. I get this asked on streams and on Discord. Which skills should I be going after? Should I focus on combat? Should I focus on construction? Should I kind of focus on both at the same time? What's the best approach here? I'm going to share with you my thoughts, what's worked best for me, and how it's benefited my accounts, plural, the most. So let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. So, like I said, I get asked this question a lot on streams and on Discord. So, throughout the different betas that I've played, I've created like 20 some odd accounts. I've created so many, but I've tried different things. What I'm about to share with you, has worked for me the best and has given me the best results from the last few accounts that I've created. So let's go ahead. We're going to jump into Research Laboratory. The reason why this is so critical is because you get so much stuff from this. You get stat boosts from combat. You get efficiencies and more output from your rooms, from your different rooms, through the construction tree. So here's my thoughts. This is my suggestion. I'd love to hear other people's suggestions as well. First and foremost, going to combat, the first thing you're going to get is physical penetration. It's not going to take long. You're going to get a 10% increase in physical penetration, which is going to help your physical damage dealers. Every little bit helps. It's going to buff them up a little bit and just help you out right off the bat. All right, next, you're going to focus mainly on the construction tree. Reason why we focus so much here is because you increase the output of your different rooms. You're going to increase the power efficiencies as well. You're going to increase construction speed and research speed. There's so much efficiency that you get in the construction tree. This is where I suggest you focus the most. All the way up at the top here, first thing you're going to do is get this new squad after that combat one. New squad, so if you're new to the game, really quick here, you're going to come in here, you're going to get your first squad free. You can get 2 other squads free, but you've got to get that through the research tree. The 4th one you get unlocked if you get the Super Monthly Pass for 30 days, and then you got to re-up to go ahead and keep that. It's not a permanent unlock. Let's go ahead, jump into here. So you're going to get that new squad. That's going to give you your 2nd free squad slot. And then you're going to put 1 in each one of these down to construction efficiencies. This is going to give you a 10% speed up increase in construction. This is with upgrading your rooms. Then you're going to put 1 in each one of these to data processing. This is going to give you a 10% increase in research speed. That's what you're currently doing right now. Again, every second counts, right? So you're going to get that, and then you're going to put 1 in each one of these until you get down to new squad. This is going to give you your 3rd squad slot. You can do that very quickly. You're going to unlock those. The reason why those are so critical is because when you're out in this area here, this combat crisis response, this world map area, this is what allows you to do more patrols. So you can run 3 patrols at the same time, or you can go into here and you could run multiple wars at the same time. You can even run multiple ships on Rift at the same time as well. It just gives you quite a bit of flexibility, so you want to make sure to have all of those unlocked. Once you get down to that squad slot there, let me go ahead and scroll down here. Then you're going to keep going, 1 in each one of these slots. This power core is going to be critical. We'll talk about that here in just a little bit. To warehouse expansion, this is critical. It helps because it gives you an extra hour of storage. Every little bit helps, right? Again, that's going to be the mantra for this. Every little bit helps. Resource time, you're just going to give yourself a little bit more time to accumulate resources before you essentially start losing resources. When everything's maxed, you're not gaining anything, so you're effectively losing resources. So it gives you a little bit of extra time. Going to keep going down, 1 in each one of these to drone AI. This is going to give you a 10% boost to your drones, which is awesome. You want that. That's going to help you do your speed ups. And then you're going to keep going down and stop at Intel Network. Now, once you get to a certain point in here, my suggestions kind of stop, and then it really starts. Then I really hand it over to you. What's best for you in your game and what you're focusing on. That's where you're going to kind of make some decisions for yourself on what's going to work best for you. But you want to get all the way down to Intel Network Upgrade, because this is going to give you 30 additional Intel points to your cap, to your Intel point cap. This is what you use in ACN out over here, your anti-crime network. This is like a resource farming dungeon for these different types of resources. You're going to be in here a lot. And the more intel you have, the more you're going to be able to farm these rooms, and the more efficient you're going to be. You're going to be able to get more resources. You're going to be able to do more, right? So All right, so now we are down here. We are at Intel Network Upgrade. Now my suggestion is to, from here, just take a quick break, move on over to combat, and then just go ahead and put one in each one of these, get down to spiritual penetration, keep going down just like we did with construction, down to physical resistance, and then I would stop. This increases physical resistance for your entire team, right? So it reduces the amount of physical damage that your team receives, each one of your characters. I'm gonna say stop there, go back to construction, and then you're gonna focus on the resources that you're going to use the most. And this is kind of where you start making decisions for yourself on what works best. My suggestions is to go after experience, stims, which is your biological extraction, and chips first. You're gonna use those much more before financial goes last. In my opinion, do that one absolutely last. You're never going to run out of dollars, at least right now. Maybe later on down the road, we're going to get to a point where we're going to be strapped for dollars, but right now we're not. So don't worry about wasting time and chips on that. And eventually you're going to focus on alloy, but not really early, not even early to mid game. You're going to focus more on that in the later game. Not that they're not important. You will go back to them eventually. You're not going to wait forever, but you will get back to them. Okay. So you're going to focus on those on that tree, and then you're going to focus on maxing the construction boost and research boosts here, because again, that's going to help you with upgrading your rooms and then your research. And then right here, this is kind of where I started to deviate a little bit, and then go back to the combat tree and then focus on some of these. And then I started really focusing on the combat tree. I started focusing on the stats, specifically, primarily attack stats for the characters that I use the most. So this was after this piece up here, but as you can see, I moved down here. Increase attack stat for my support. So for my healers, most of your healers, the healing is based off their attack stat. So that's why I went with that more so over the HP increase. I haven't really found too detrimental. It hasn't been detrimental at all that I haven't really focused a whole lot on the HP. Obviously it helps, but next, Intimidators right here. This is going to be like Joker, increase in attack as well. This right here, this is what, Magical. Increase attack here as well. That's going to be my Constantine and my Sinestro, right? I use those characters a lot. And then when I continue to work down, I went down a little bit further. Boom, there's my Intimidator again. I'm working on Battlefield Magic there. So then you're going to really start going back and forth. So recap, very first thing do, go into combat, get your physical penetration, go into construction, and then you're going to work your way down as quickly as you can to Intel Network Upgrade. At that point, you're going to focus on what you need most, the different resources that you need, the different stats that you need for the teams that you are going to be using the most. And again, I suggest experience, stims, and chips first, then alloy when you feel you need it, and then don't even worry about financial for quite a while. All right, everybody, just wanted to put a really quick video together on the research laboratory, the priorities as I see them, and what's worked best for me. I'm very curious, again, from all of you, what's worked best for you? Does this make sense to you? Would you tweak it a little bit? What have you found that works best for you? Put them in the comment section below so everybody benefits. All right, everybody, as always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody, and we'll talk to you next time.